Hello and welcome back to the channel. This week we are featuring version 2 of a build that I purchased in January. So last time you did not get to see it you really didn't get to see the kitchen because it was in indoor cooking mode. This is outdoor cooking mode. The bed was made up last week. This week I've got it in sofa mode. So anyway, I purchased it from a couple that had outgrown the build, and it is one that is going to work out really, really good for us. This is the kitchen portion. They used it from the outside, and of course, anytime that you could, you would want to. It just happened to fit my ice chest perfectly. Above, there's a drawer. In fact, one of my whole bags of goodies will fit in there. And as you can see, the canvas bag in the center, those are the canvas bags that I keep all of my different categories in, like food service, food prep, beverage bar, etc., etc. So it just happened to fit perfect into the middle hole. The hole above it, it's a little short for a bag, but it's perfect for the paper towels. Anything else I want to add, just grab quickly, like towels, etc. Nice big countertop up above, as well as storage behind, which is where I will be putting most of my beverage bar. And we'll probably just leave out my electric stove and my electric water warmer. You can see a piece of wood behind the back with the mattress above. That is the back of the bed. And this is the position I would have it in to have the sofa, because otherwise it would make it difficult to get into the doors to have the sofa at the front end. So this is the kitchen. Place for water, place for a sink. Underneath the sink, there's another compartment which would definitely fit a butane stove, but as a rule, I'm telling you what, getting the new power box, I have a Jackery 1500, I've just kind of been using everything electric. It makes it super simple. I can do it indoors or out, and the Jackery goes underneath the bed, so right behind this kitchen setup. All right, let's see the rest. Okay, so we are still in sleeping 3 mode, which I've got a funny story about that. After I did last week's build, I was so excited, going to be sleeping 3, yada, yada, yada. So as I'm laying in bed that night, I realized I have not accommodated for carrying 3 with all the builds in place. But I did figure it out that night. It does work great. You do have to have up the third row seat, the 40% seat. That's where the third person sits, and the kitchen build would sit next to them. So all is well. It works great. All right. So here's the back in the sleeping 3 build. And this is it in day mode, with the kitchen in cooking outdoors mode. So the bed, as I mentioned last video, folds 3-section fold up, and I have a 48 by 72 mattress that I purchased, 4-inch high density foam, and it is really comfortable. So I've got the 2 plastic totes. I don't know if you've noticed, but I rarely use plastic. I really don't like to have plastic in hot cars. But when I got home, I realized I did not have a set of legs that it required. So I measured, and it just happens to perfectly fit this type of tote, which I have a lot of. Excuse me one second. So I have quite a few of these totes, so I ended up throwing them under, and it's the perfect height. So during the day, they have to go somewhere. So I've got them stacked behind the passenger seat, and it just makes a convenient tabletop. If I'm in the van for whatever reason, I can utilize that either to eat off of or use as my desk. Of course, because there's 3 people, we can sit 2 on the sofa, and I had to provide a third seat. This is actually part of a display from a health food store. The owner was throwing it away, and I thought, ooh, boy, that's a handy dandy seat. And it's got wheels, so it's just going to work really well for this particular build. Well, actually, any of the builds, but in this one, it matches. You know how I am about that. And then during the day, we're storing underneath our toilet, all the bedding, so on and so forth, pillows on top. And the mattress is a little thick. I can still sit up straight and have headroom, but if you are much taller than I, you couldn't with this particular mattress. But comfortable seat, comfortable back, and just a build that we're going to enjoy all summer long. So I want to wish you all a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment. If you have any questions about the build, of course I do have the measurements for everything, and I'm happy to share. And have a beautiful week out there. Thank you so much. Bye now.